Woody's the closest here to a traditional.
Yeah, but
anything.
I'm the voter that you need. Like, you have to get
maybe not even
the guys
you.
who
We're
don't
all
vote
wild
out.
cards. No,
Yeah.
Taylor is. Taylor.
I'd never voted for. I don't. I fucking hate Republicans
right
too.
the last 10 years,
Yeah.
Woody.
I'm sorry.
Have you noticed Taylor's slow shift to the right the last decade, and my slow shift to the left?
I noticed Taylor's shift farther to the right, further. You have always.
I don't
been
think so.
a
I
little
think
more
over.
of a-
I think a lot of people just moved left, and I maybe
You
I
were
moved.
pro-life.
I'm definitely. Oh yeah, that's true.
Pro-choice, you mean?
I did say it backwards. He was previously pro-choice, and now he's pro-life.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well,
if I'm
see,
cutting in and someone's talking right now. Yeah, I've definitely moved to the right on some stuff, like abortion. For like my mid-20s, I was one of those, like, that is a big one, and I was like someone who was pro-abortion,
needing abortions
like,
potentially
out of personal convenience of like, oh yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with that. They should do it. And
You're
then I kind of
more of those people now.
I'm more anti-abortion. Like, I'm pro-life, and that I think it's wrong, and I don't like it. Like, and so I would rather not see abortions happen.
I volunteer at the clinic.
Interesting.
No, you do
gas.
fucking not. You
It's
do
a
not.
fucking gas. You don't even know. This one lady, she's got a punch card. She gets she loves it. She says it feels good. I'm telling you, these lefties, that's how they are. They'll get pregnant for the thrill of the kill of going to Planned Parenthood. That's what it is. A woman. Some of these women on the left, they get a bloodlust in them. Taylor. Okay,
As the only person here who's actually raised
orgasm.
children, I think I'm the one who's qualified to say abortion should be legal up through their teenage years. Sorry, I had to
boo. I don't like
that. No, that's already the Democrats' position. Didn't you know that? We already believe that.
It is.
No,
it is.
I don't
That's what
believe
they're fighting for out there. Get out and vote. You know.
Yeah, I think like half of abortions are the pill. You know, like I think that I just think that if you need some limits on it, and I felt when Biden wouldn't speak out, say anything. The question was like, do you support late term abortion? And God, you got to find a way to say no to that and then appease your group, Joe. Instead, he's like, I support Roe versus Wade. In the first trimester, it was from a woman and her doctor. In the second and more serious case, the woman and another doctor and her family. And like he trails off and gets fucking lost. It's like Trump was like, this guy wants to kill babies. Baby's crawling in the crib. He wants to snatch him up.
Crawling in the crib, and he wants to grab him. Joe Biden, baby grabber.
Smell him.
The whole thing is stupid. 99% of abortions take place before the first 16 months. It's less than 1%.
16 months.
Yes.
See, I told you, folks.
Touch is on my side now. With
if you were to
4-month-old babies get.
I keep doing that, dude. I do that all the time. Yeah, it's not a fucking giraffe, but no, it's like 99% occur. I think in the first 16 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's less than 1% occur that in the third trimester. If a woman has carried a fetus to term to the 9th month, it's quite obviously that the case that if they're getting an abortion, there's something going on. The fetus is not viable, poses a threat to the mother, and it's a fucking horrific situation that we have a situation now where in like 24 states, women are literally waiting in the parking lot of hospitals until they go into sepsis. Because the laws are written, like every single abortion ban has exceptions for the life of the mother, I believe, but they're written so vaguely that none of these doctors want to take the risk of saying, well, this is a direct threat to the mother's life. They have to wait until there's actually a threat that manifests. And this is just something that's wildly.
That'll be the next thing on Twitch, by the way.
If you show up in an
live
emergency room and your life is at risk, they have to serve you, right?
Right.
That's what they're waiting on.
They have to wait until it's an immediate risk. They have to wait. So the threat of sepsis is not enough. They have to wait until the woman actually
stream, right?
The threat of them parking should be enough.
The threat of a pregnant woman pulling into a parking lot.
Did you know that the average woman is too fat now for Plan B to be effective? Did you guys know that?
That is something that I learned from Dick. I learned from you on. See, this is where Dick and Woody are the most
important.
You know how many fat girls you have to raw dog to just know that off the cuff, Dick? Jesus Christ!
The only person I know who hates fat people as much as Woody is Dick.
Yeah,
it's he hates fat. Like someone will be like, "There's murders happening. Gun violence is out of control," and Dick's quote tweet will be like, The average woman's weight is 181 pounds. I don't give a fuck about anything until this is solved.
Stupid.
Holy shit, is that true?
It's something like that, and I know that
it ain't 180, bro.
Like, no, it's like 174.6 or something like that.
Man, that's a big gal.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of them are those UFC.
That's who you want around
stuff.
Trump. You want Lizzo's and her big girls as the Secret Service around Trump. Not that
you can tear them away with enough of like trans terror or like red. It's like the trans fear, like the version of red fear, whatever you want to, pink fear, whatever. And enough of that will tear away some of those, especially like Catholic Mexicans. Oh, I don't know about that one. Like they're not getting on board with some of that stuff, and it's shocking. And if you show like it's just like when Trump references that one governor who was probably misquoted, who said something about the post-birth abortion. Like you put it on the table and then you decide like whatever that quote is. I'm sure he's quoting something, but it's horseshit.
It was a non-viable fetus that he was talking about. He was not talking about. Yes. Okay.
I believe. Yeah. I can't imagine a doctor putting a healthy baby on a table and be like, "We'll figure you out in a minute, motherfucker."
Yeah, sure.
Well, let me go see if let me hit your mom with some smelling salts and decide if I get to use old Choppy here. Like, I don't think that happened.
Dude,
He's got like a monogrammed baby crushing bat. He's like the Negan of abortionists.
I think he was on Fox News when they asked him about late-term abortions, and Buttigieg killed that question. It's one of the reasons I and half dozens of us support this guy. He was like, these babies have names. These babies, their parents painted that nursery. They bought their crib. When someone aborts a baby in the 8th and 9th month, it's not because they just didn't want kids. It's because that mom was going to die or that baby was never going to live. You guys painting this like it's some sort of elective procedure where they're taking babies to 8 and 9 months and then kill it out of convenience or financial issues. That's not what happens. And something about the idea that these kids had names and nurseries that were painted with cribs in them and mobiles. I'm like, God damn, that's what a late term abortion is like. Trump acting like they pull the baby out and stab its brain because the parent didn't want it is misleading.
It's a lie. It's just a lie. It's just a fucking full-on
when
lie.
he said it, I knew it wasn't true.
We should err on the side of caution and just get rid of abortion. Just err on because all these kids have names and cribs, right?
Hey Taylor, I am curious about
don't you bigot?
What exceptions would you allow? Like life of the mother?
Life of the mother, 100%.
What if it was going to be ugly? They could tell, like real ugly, like perfectly healthy, but like Steve Buscemi. But if Steve Buscemi fucked that guy from Ice Cream Shack, the crazy guy from The Waterboy.
Steve Buscemi is an excellent actor, I think, largely because of his
no talent, talentless. We can tell.
Yeah, we keep this guy. You didn't mention Fatties Kyle though. You want me on your team? You know what to do.
A little cardio can fix that. No,
what if they know the baby
has to be the natural life of the mother?
You should be able to abort the fetus for like half a dozen reasons. Like obviously incest makes sense and rape makes sense. And all you got to do to figure out the rape makes sense is put yourself in that scenario, and all of a sudden rape makes sense. And
and
obviously
then everything becomes rape.
Well, that is a slippery slope, but I think it's just one that we have to stomach. And here's what we need to do. Here's what my counter argument. My counter argument would be that you prosecute any woman who lies about a rape heavily, which I think should already be true.
You're gonna send a woman who got raped to prison, though.
No. A woman who lied. A woman who lied about getting raped. No, we prove it. If we prove it in court, no, we take it to court.
You don't know because it's a lot of he said, she said in every race.
No, but in some scenarios we will know because they'll text with their buddy. There'll be a text chain. There'll be a conspiracy where he's like, "Girl, you know what to say. Tell him Rashad made you take that shit. Tell him they forced you. Tell him you was drunk too. It'd be something like that. No. And then we'll have that evidence.
So then you rape a girl, and then you say you better text your fucking friend
my Chinese
right now
accent's terrible.
That you're making this up.
You can't do Chinese. I believe in you.
There's a problem. I used to feel that if a woman falsely accused someone of rape, they should get the here's my current stance though.
Okay, guys.
The unintended consequence of it is that.
What time is it?
Wait, no,
Getting pretty late.
You got 39 more minutes. You can do it.
3 minutes and 21 seconds. 3 hours and 21 minutes, Zach. I don't want to say that they should get that anymore.
The unintended consequence of women getting the punishment that they would have gotten is that they'll have to stick to their story. Women can never back off this thing. They have to take it to the end, or suddenly they're going to jail for 20 years.
To be clear, it is illegal to falsely accuse someone of rape.
The punishments are typically not equivalent, right? Like you rape someone, you go up the river for 20 years. I'm making that up, but it's right-ish. And unless you're Brooke Turner.
And your life's ruined, your reputation's ruined, and your life, family, your wife divorces you and takes
but on the other side,
it's over.
Yeah.
A woman who gets caught lying gets like 6-12 months or something like that. It's not parallel. But if it was, you're forcing women to stick to their story, or there's a huge consequence.
But anyway, if some ladies lie about getting raped, then that's just the broken eggs in the fair and balanced abortion policy and Kyle land. If I'm making things and what's really important, and I feel like it needs to be states and federally, we need to define when a woman's life is in danger. And I'm not worried about a few slipping through. I'm worried about the other end when they're like, yeah, this is a non-viable fetus, and if we wait 6 months, then it's going to start killing you. So we're going to wait 6 months. I'd rather they were like, hey, in 6 months, it's going to start killing you, so we're going to take it out now. Like I want that.
There's a reason why Biden, who was never a particularly popular president, who was presiding in 2022 over, really bad inflation. There's a reason why the Democrats didn't get crushed in the 2022 midterms. And it's
the gate in the Senate.
I have a question. Why do they always abort the fetus? Why don't they take it out and put it in some sort of a pod or like freeze it or something?
The IVF is freezing it.
Well, like why do we always have to kill them? Like if there's viable fetuses that are being aborted, why can't we like get them out of there and find them a new place to live that won't be so mean and petty and
like
selfish?
Death Stranding or Standing?
Well, I haven't played that, but I know he's got that tank with a little fetus on his back, looking all fucking gross, like a guado.
That game is incredible. That game is fucking incredible, by the way.
What have you been playing lately? I want to shift away from baby murder and trans women. I think Woody said that women needed to be raped earlier. He shouldn't have said that. That'll definitely get removed from the record. There'll be a silent spot there, and rest assured that
there
Woody
will
was
not
the one.
be a silent spot. Hutch, what are you snacking on? What was brought to you by your wonderful lady?